The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are those of the hosts and guests and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of the podcast platform, its affiliates, or even the hosts. The information provided is for general informational purposes only and should not be taken as legal, financial, or professional advice. The host and guests are not liable for any errors of omission in the content, nor for any losses, injuries, or damages arising from the use of the information provided. Listeners are encouraged to seek professional advice relevant to their specific circumstances. Now enjoy the show.
Yep. What it do, baby?
Hey, everyone. Welcome to Running with Scissors. The dynamic duo in the building.
I am RG, and sitting right next to you is my sister. Let me see if I get it right. Oh, I got it right.
It's me, Michelle. Oh, wait a minute. You don't have anything, no name, no funky name up under your thing today.
It's not a funky name. It is usually the most randomest thought I have in my mind at that time.
You just have the website, which is kind of cool. So y'all go follow, go check us out. You're not in front of
Every once in a while, I do something kind of professional. You know.
I like it. I mean, you know, it whatever you feel like feeling, do it.
Okay, you about to say something. Your mind went somewhere. You was like,
no, my phone went off as I was having a thought, and it popped up on my screen, so I was reading it as it was coming through. But anyway, I got to be professional, right? So as you guys can see, we are missing our lovely co-host. You know, Ezel might pop in. Who knows? You know,
yeah, you know him, man of mystery. He's a man of mystery.
But we're talking about what we're talking about today: confessions of conversation courtesies. We don't actually mean.
Mm-hmm.
This could be interesting because, you know, there's a lot of things that I realize that we do in conversation that we probably shouldn't do.
Yeah.
Because it can become taken as being rude or disrespectful or, you know, something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
But
like
I don't think we actually mean to be that way.
No. And yeah, it's like not having direct eye contact, you know,
those
certain
kind of
mannerisms. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. So we're going to straighten everybody out, including ourselves, because I'm sure we probably do some of these things that, you know, could be taken as being rude.
Low key, I know I do something. I know I do.
That's the difference. It's a difference when you're doing it on purpose or intentional because you meant to do that shit.
Right. Yeah.
If you mean to do something, then all right.
Wow.
It is what it is.
I just know I did it.
Right. And sorry. No, not sorry. Yeah. Sorry, not sorry.
What it is? All right. So you ready to start?
Intro?
Okay. I'm waiting for you to do the intro. He's not even here to do the intro.
Intro. I'll do it. Intro.
Thank you. We are back and better than ever. How's your week?
My week has been pretty good thus far. It is Tuesday at the beginning of the week. And, you know, about to head up out of town tomorrow, so I got to finish packing. I am such a last-minute packer. Are you?
No, I'm kind of not. It's one of the things where I just hate having, like, a bunch of crap to do when I need to concentrate on one thing. So I'll pack over like a week of time where I'm kind of already lining stuff up. So by the time I get out the door, it's packed. Because I hate that last minute, like I might forget something.
And that's my thing. If I don't pack last minute, I feel like I'll forget something. I don't know. It's just weird. You know.
Yeah.
You know, I have a mental thing of what I'm packing.
Okay.
You know? So it's like sometimes I'll even write down what I'm gonna pack. I'll put okay, this is what I'm wearing, this is what I'm doing. I need to take this, and I'll write down all my toiletry items. Although I take it, I just want to make sure that when I look at the list, all right, I'm not forgetting anything. So, hey, what's up, Jabari? He says, wife is so last minute. I am such a last minute. As I'm walking out the door, I'm still putting stuff in the bag Because I don't actually close my suitcase until I'm walking out the door. Like it stays open.
Man, stop.
Until I leave. Like seriously.
By the time it's time for me to leave for the airport, I know everything is ready to go. I just gotta grab wallet, keys, cell phone. Gone.
Yeah, not
I
me.
just can't have that.
Sorry. Yeah. I gotta close my suitcase, make sure I have everything, and then literally packing the same day we're leaving. Well, I guess I'm sort of like that. Well, I'm the day before.
Yeah. Because man, that is because I get nervous, and I don't get nervous a lot when it's time for a plane flight, and I know I got 2 hours. I have to be there 2 hours in advance. I get real nervous.
Yeah.
Because usually my flights are in the morning, so I'll sleep, and I'm afraid I'm just going to oversleep that flight.
Yeah.
So now I'm just like, stay ready,
Yeah, most times my flight are early too, but coming home is early. Coming home is not bad though, because I'm just putting everything in the bag that I took with me, so I don't have to worry about leaving anything.
Right.
So my flight is late. This is the latest flight. I don't usually take later flights, but this was a good one. 6:40 p.m. So I can kind of just chill out, and it won't be in the middle of rush hour me trying to get to the airport. So
right.
Easy sailing.
Dude, you get there a little bit early, you could probably have a little dinner.
A little something,
yeah. You guys got that 2 hour thing where you got to be at the airport, but 2 hours in advance.
Because I'm one of those people that I get a wheelchair to the gate.
I ain't mad at you.
Because we skate right through, right to the front. Right to the front. I do have a bad knee, so I mean I could walk if I needed to, but why do I have to?
Why? I'm just saying, like when we all have our meeting next summer, I know whose flight I'm getting on because Michelle gonna get us through all the checkpoints. I'm gonna push her everywhere.
People that are with you, they get to go with you. So it's I did it one time, and I was like, I'm never not doing this again.
See, I thought I told you. Yep,
I'm never not doing this again. Like, yeah, let's go. And they be like, you need help boarding? Yes, I need to be pushed all the way to the plane.
Yep. Let's see.
Yep. The Delta Sky Lounge is bomb. Okay, I've never actually been in the Delta Sky Lounge, but I do love Delta because Delta is my favorite airline.
Yeah, I'm still trying to find one of them Capital Ones inside the airport. They're supposed to have if you have a Capital One card, it's supposed to be a Capital One lounge. I ain't found one yet.
Probably got to check the airport and see which ones have it.
Yeah, I'm like, I only go where all the tourists go, Vegas, New York, stuff like that. I'm like, I should have ran into at least one of them.
Yeah, I'm sure. I am sure. So, what have we seen on the internet? I noticed stuff.
Yeah, I seen a couple things that made me laugh. Yeah, I think we can talk about it. Right?
Crap I seen on the internet.
What you seen, Shell?
Okay, so you sent this to me. So I saw this thing. You sent me this thing about it's now considered illegal or a crime if you go through it was a woman, so if you go through your man's phone. I would assume that applies for the men too. So if it's illegal for them, for us, it's got to be illegal. Is that a real thing?
That's why I kept putting out feelers. I'm like, ooh, that's a game changer.
How?
Because it's still your own private data. If they're still saying that people are individuals, you still have your own individual space. So anything that's on that phone should be your property.
I mean, I get it, but they said that even if you have the password, so even if you're given access. Okay,
so maybe they're saying that anything in that phone cannot be used to incriminate them if you're trying to do.
You can't be taking screenshots. You go through even if you get the password because you can't go like, well, I got the password, so what's the problem?
But let me throw one else at you. What if one spouse pays for both phones?
Then it's technically not your
his phone to begin with, so it can get a little sketchy.
I don't think that can apply. If I pay the bill, it's my phone. I'm just letting you use it.
Exactly. That's how I look at it.
So I would go maybe if it's two separate bills and we both paying our own phone bill, and I happen to. Well, I'm not a go through your phone type of person anyway, so I'm not doing that. It's not your phone, hands off. Now there's some people who feel like their partner can have all access to their phone.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's no big deal. I just feel like for me, I'm not going to say it would be off limits to my partner, but I do feel like, I have conversations with my friends that ain't none of his business.
Yeah. There still should be some level of personal stuff you can keep to yourself. It shouldn't be like, and everything. Give me stats, like, no, that's weird.
Yeah, so Jabari said once you give them the phone, it's theirs as far as content. I guess. But if you don't pay the bill, then it ain't yours.
Yeah, it's that's yours without a ringtone.
Someone pays all the bills in the household, or everything is in their name, mortgage, deed, whatever, lease, but you just have your stuff there. It still don't make it yours. Now, your clothes are there, you sleep there. Is it yours?
That's the thing that makes you go,
So you're going to do, technically, I mean, if you go to court about it, I still have to go to court to put you out if I wanted to, especially if you've been there over 30 days.
He says squatters' rights.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. No, but it's true, though.
It's some facts, though.
Technically, you have to go to court. If someone's been there over 30 days and you want them out, you got to go to court.
Jesus Christ.
It gets complicated. I can't have a phone. You go on my phone. It's a crime. I'm gonna go to jail.
Yes.
What the hell?
Especially if you paying the bill, you went to jail for technically breaking into your own house. Technically.
I got the bill. I have the bill. I paid the bill for the phone. I can see who you're calling. I can see. I don't know if you can't get access to text messages. Can you? I don't think so.
You can. You can actually get access to your own personal text messages for whatever.
Yeah, I didn't know that. You can get your call log and see who calls who and that kind of thing.
They tax though, so if you want it, just get ready to. But you can get it.
You got to pay. Well, I'm quite sure because when somebody commits a crime and I watch all them crime shows, they be going through their phone log and getting all the text messages and communication that they've had. So it has got to be a way.
Right. That's facts. Man, let's see.
So that's interesting. Okay, so what did you see?
He said you can turn it off, but all the info legally, but not all the info legally. Okay, so you can turn the phone off, but everything on the phone is still theirs. What I seen on the internet, that it was a really short video, but it was funny as heck, and it's kind of something that I condone, but I don't want to admit it. So these two young boys in a cell phone shop. They make for the door. They grab the item, make for the door. The guy reaches under the counter. He locks the door, and all his homeboys jump on the counter and proceed to beat the brakes off of him. Now,
what you're not gonna do is think you about to rob us.
Yes, and I laughed, so I was hollering because that's so funny. That no, we're not gonna call the police. We're not gonna detain you. We're gonna whoop you.
Street justice.
Yeah. And no one dies. I'm kind of with that. That was probably the funniest thing I've seen all day.
Because they thought they got away with something. What did they actually steal, though?
10 ass whoopings.
Yeah.
Because they
stole an ass whooping for sure.
My man was like, you seen him reach right in there, hit the button, that door locked, and it was on and popping. They drug him back in the stove. It was a wrap.
I saw something like that before where this guy was like literally trying to break the glass to get up out of there.
Yeah, I think they trapped him in the check cash and they locked him in there and left.
He was trying to break the glass. He couldn't break the glass.
He was in there crying, dog. I was like, hey, man.
Yes. I didn't feel bad for him. I said, good for you. Good for you. He thought he had an easy one and they got him.
Got it.
No. Nope.
I'm sorry. Like, it's too late, bro. It's too late.
You're going to jail, boo. Sorry. Yeah. You thought that was going to be an easy walk in the park. Clearly not. I know he hurt himself trying to get out that daggone, because he was running into the glass and banging himself all up against the glass. I was like, oh, man.
I'm like, brother, save your energy, brother. You ain't
sit down and wait for Just sit down. Just sit down and wait.
On,
they coming. They going to get you.
Yeah. I'm like, I just wish I could just put a hand on something like, brother.
Just
it's okay, man.
Yeah, just...
It's okay. What you like, bro? Come on, man.
At some point, you just have to realize that
No.
Okay, well.
This is what it's gonna be.
Yeah. Yeah. Reality has to set in at some point. Like, right. Okay. I guess I just needed to sit on here and wait.
That's
now
like
pleading with them to open the door.
Dude, that's like True Detective when she told my man, like, you stopped walking a long time ago, and he looked back and his body was halfway across the desert.
Right.
That's what it is. You just like, bro. Sorry.
You just give it up, you know.
Just give it up. It's cool.
Yeah. When you realize that there's nothing that you can do,
but
just
go
sit
to
down.
jail.
Just sit down. Just sit down.
It's okay.
Sit down and wait. Crime only pays if you don't get caught. Yeah.
Yes. And pain only happens when you try to fight the police in a locked room.
Yeah. Exactly.
Wait.
Crime only. Yeah. Just don't do crime. Just don't. Just stop it. And well, I was gonna say, if you're gonna be a criminal, be a smart one.
Yes.
But I don't think there are too many. Hey, Joanne. I don't think there are too many smart.
What up, yo?
Because if you're a criminal, then you're not smart at all. Because who chooses to be a criminal?
I don't know, but I feel like healthcare is about to drop in the next couple months. The price is about to go way down. I'll put that on board myself.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm wrong for that. I know. Too soon. A little too soon.
What's not true? That criminals are not smart? Well, no, you're right. Because, there's a lot of criminals that are really rich and have a lot of money. And they do things to us that are criminal. But they're pretty smart. So, I get it.
You see where the cliff is? And we're just like...
Yeah, you're right.
Almost over the cliff. Just love this show.
You got to be careful before they pull the plug. You never
it's tough out here in these streets, man. We tell
isn't it?
Ooh-wee.
It's rough out here in these podcast streets.
Yes. Even the moguls are starting to get lawyers out and stuff like that. Did you see that on the internet?
Jay-Z?
Mm-hmm.
I knew they was coming for him, though. I seen that coming months ago. Now, I hate that it's happening.
Mm-hmm.
If he's guilty, then it is what it is.
Yeah, facts.
I feel like, our men are targeted. When I say our men, I feel like black men. And I'm not going to say they're innocent and nobody's doing anything wrong, but I just feel like it's like whenever you're up in a certain position of power, they come for you. But if you did stuff,
then you got to go to jail.
It's going to come back to you. So at some point, you just can't keep getting away with stuff.
I don't know. I just feel like at this point, what's surprising about the entertainment industry that we don't already know happens? It seems like they pick and choose when they want to call people out on it. But
right. Because
the movies, the media. Yeah.
I think back when I was a kid and I was a teenager, we dated dudes that was like older, like in their 20s.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying, so I'm not saying it's cool. If you want some pedophile craziness, then no. But I don't know. I just don't know if he was on the same level as Puffy. Because the dealer was doing all kind of office stuff. So I don't know.
Well, hopefully, I think the main thing that I read that made me say, wow, his lawyer said him and his wife were going to sit down and try to explain the indictment to their kids. And I'm like, wow.
Right.
Your kids are young. They have all this social media. And now they say my dad did what?
They're going to see it.
Dude.
They got to have the conversation. They have to have the conversation.
Right. Because you can't shelter the kids from the real world. They're going to see this somewhere.
Yeah, because you have, their children are social media age. I agree. 100%. 100%. So that's why I'm not so quick to be like, oh, yeah, he did it. I just feel like I like to watch and see how things play out. But see, with Puffy, I was hearing stuff about Puffy from way back in the day. Like,
Yeah, low key. Yeah.
I've been hearing stuff about Puffy. Just so I knew it was I was at a matter of time, but it's been like 30 years, but still they got him. But I never heard any. I did hear things about Jay-Z, only like the thing with Rihanna. Like they said that he had her in a room and like, you ain't leaving here until you sign. So now I don't know what that was about. I don't know.
Strong arming is a part of the record industry. Hell, as Puff, he beat Steve Stout with a champagne bottle. Yeah.
I don't strong arming is a little bit different than raping a child.
Yeah. Now I'm not saying it didn't happen, but sometimes this is Cardinal saying, I don't think Jay-Z dealt all that dope he was talking about. I think he made a lot of that shit up. Because you can't talk about all that crime for 30 years and no one says, you know what? There's a RICO Act somewhere in here.
No, he was definitely in them streets. For real. He was definitely in them streets, but I mean, they can't get him on it now.
Dude, you see they go back whenever they feel like it. You've seen this.
Well, but I don't think the thing about it is that he wasn't like one of the top,
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
he was mid somewhere, but not upper echelon.
Right.
Got it.
In them streets, but I don't think he was like running in a whole organization type thing. Like,
okay, I did. That dude. Yeah, man. I hope not, because the last thing you want to do is say, "Yeah, my hero used to sell dope to our people." That's the last thing you want to idolize. So I kind of hope he's lying.
Like we all have a past, and I think that what you do moving forward matters. So you can clean yourself up and do the right thing. So I mean, it doesn't take away what you did,
right?
But, I've done some things in my day.
Yeah, we all have.
But now I want to be the motivation person. Like I want to be the person that motivates people because of my past. You know what I'm saying? So to be like,
you say a redemption arc.
Redemption. Somewhere? Hello, I love the word. See, that's it. That's good. That was good. That was good. So we can't hold the person's past against them unless they're still living in the past.
Got you. Okay, I respect it. Because we need no room for change if we don't give people a chance to change.
Don't give people. Me too, but I still like slapping people. Listen, some people be slapped, to be honest. So hey, but hopefully you don't go around slapping people that don't deserve to be slapped. But
indeed. At least don't tell us on camera.
Tell us, so right. Don't incriminate yourself.
Don't tell us on camera, please. Don't know.
The internet is forever.
And that's how they go back. Like, remember when you said on this album, verse 2,
you tweeted such and such.
Right. This man didn't stop rapping when he was 17. He is 45 years old past that, and they talking about some raps he wrote when he was in high school.
Right. You know how many tweets that came back to haunt people?
Yes.
Especially a celebrity that tweeted something 20 years ago, and here it come.
Yeah.
Well, he said this about the LGBTQ community in 1911.
That guy was a 13-year-old child.
You got to consider that. Like
we saw homie out. He was
doing whole stuff against people when they were children.
Yeah, that's him out. It was 7.
That's insane. That is insane. Where's Bill Cosby at?
That is the most randomest, greatest question I've ever heard in my life. It just froze me for a second. I was like, "Where's this Cosby?" I'm like,
you know what? You put the cigar up. It made me think about it.
That was the most. It just froze me. I'm like, yo, God. She broke my router for a second. I was like,
and their downfall and different things like that. So I'm like, where's he at? He's quite
free. He didn't sell everybody,
but he's not in the public at all. Like you don't hear nothing about him now.
Well, what more do you need? You already richer than you'll ever need to be, and the world tries to hate you. So why come outside?
I am staying out of the public eye because y'all are not about to get me again.
I will not be dropping nobody off at the airport. I won't be fixing nobody's drink. I am a clean man.
R. Kelly's daughter did a documentary.
No.
About her father touching her.
No.
Yes.
Damn. Come on, Kels. Damn.
Yes. I watched it.
Oh, come
I
on.
was like, yo, that's crazy.
That was horrible, man. Damn, Kels. I'm still gonna play his music though. I ain't gonna hold you because no, I paid for that. I'm sorry.
I ain't gonna listen.
I ain't gonna hold you. I'm still buying it.
Rocking it in the house, but if I hear it, I'm gonna be like, oh, that's my jam. That was my jam. And you can't listen. You can't take the talent away from the man. He was what he was, and he is what he is.
Right.
All that was what it was. We was rocking to it then. I mean, it's classic stuff.
I think we talked about this before. Like, if we didn't separate the people from their art, we wouldn't listen to anybody because all these people be jacked up.
Thank you.
The old Miles Davis stories, the old James Brown, the Aerosmiths.
Yes, there was a lot of women being pedophiles, all kinds of stuff. Like,
right. We wouldn't have music at all.
It would be nothing. So only because it's out there is why it's like, okay, I'm gonna listen to him because I know.
No, big facts. Damn, the kid though. Damn.
Yeah, his daughter. I was like, and it was sad to watch too because she's really hurt.
How did they miss that? How did that not become part of the case?
I don't. You know what? I don't think it was something that she told.
Wow.
Because when she was saying that when it happened, they would go over even after her and him and the mom had separated or whatever. The kids would still go over to his house and spend time with him because they had the court date. They had to go. Yeah. So I don't think it was like a thing where it was happening all the time. I think it was a one-time deal.
That's too many though.
Yeah, and I'm not downplaying it by any because one time from your dad is like that's traumatizing.
Yeah, that's horrible.
That's traumatizing. Like, and this is the man that you idolize and you love. Like, she was talking about how her father was like her best friend and he could do no wrong. And then once he did that, just shattered her whole world. Like, how could you? And this is even after they were hearing things about him doing things to other people. So it was like, she still was like, that's my dad. I'm stand beside him, whatever. And she said one night she was laying in bed and he came in. I think he might have been drinking and he touched on her.
Hey, I'm gonna call the audible. I'm gonna go ahead and flash this up here, man. So there's probably anybody that that's happened to them or something like that. Here's the dope website that you can go to get the help you need. www.namdi.org. Really dope website. It's got a whole bunch of resources for people who go through stuff like that because that's just horrible, nasty work.
It is. And you never know who's a victim or what. So don't be afraid to reach out for help if you need help.
Right. And if you are really on the edge, 988 will save a life. People are always on task to talk to you, help you out. So we don't want to turn it dire, but I just felt the need, like when you hear about
things like that,
you be like, hey man, somebody might be really dealing with that. So,
somebody could be watching that may have happened to them. So
yeah, you don't have to be alone, dog, because that's jacked up.
It is. It's just awful. Well, we know R. Kelly was a sick puppy.
Yeah. Because he transcended time frames, right? When he started doing the stuff, it was like meh, because the world was meh. But as the world grew up, like mentally, it became a problem. Because you remember the 80s, and this kind of gradually moved towards like people actually realized all his behaviors were horrible. But it took like 40 years.
Because he got away with it for so long. Yeah. And I think he thought that, listen, I'm invisible. They didn't get me then. And I remember watching a documentary. It was him saying it. They should have got me 30 years ago. And I was like, wow, okay.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I saw him say that. Like, okay, that's why you ain't getting out of jail till you're 100. How about that?
You think you'll make to 100?
I don't know. But he ain't singing and carrying on. Who knows? I don't know.
That's a whole set of jokes that I don't have an hour to write about. R. Kelly in jail singing to men is the most diabolical.
Diabolical. Okay.
Oh my God. Wow.
Diabolical indeed.
I can't even get the image out of my head. That's really bad. Can we go to commercial? Oh my gosh, that's the worst. Please.
Let's do it.
Commercial.
Tap into your essence with a divine essence candle. Candles that soothe your soul and balance your chakras. Each candle has an affirmation inscribed on each jar to help you stay grounded, create balance and harmony. Use code DE20 for 20% off your first purchase at divineessence.us.
Tired of the same old motivational speaker? Well, unlock your full leadership potential with Penny Owens. Through storytelling and real-life obstacles with real-time solutions, you'll heal your inner child, expedite the learning process, highlight your strengths, and soar to the next level. Using my keynotes, Depression Ripple, and Purpose Power Infusion, I tackle the underlying issues that keep you from being where you want to be. Join the many who have changed their lives after hearing me speak. Go to www.pennyowens.com.
And we are back.
We back.
You're like, oh, we're back.
Hey, because I was on my phone scrolling. Hey.
Oh, okay. Got it.
So let's get into this. What are we talking about today? Confessions of conversation courtesies. We don't actually mean. Now, This topic was interesting because I was like, okay, what are we talking about?
And I got a definition for that.
And we got a definition for this.
That's right.
Conversation courtesies refer to polite behaviors and practices used during a conversation.
Okay.
I think a lot of us don't have conversation courtesy.
I know a lot of us don't have conversation courtesy. I know a lot.
We think that as long as we're not being mean or, nasty or whatever, that we're doing all right.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not.
Nope. So check this out. These are the things they speak of. Example: be respectful, listen actively, stop interrupting, say please and thank you, maintain eye contact, put your phone down. I feel guilty already. Be concise, express yourself kindly, and repeat what was said. Those are examples.
All right. I'm known to be told that I can be very aggressive when in my conversation and sometimes very blunt. So anybody that knows me knows that that's, kind of what I am. So that's been something that I have been working on because I feel like if it's the truth.
Wait. The rule just said be concise. That's just being concise.
It is being concise. But
cross it off the list.
You got to read it.
Okay.
Being blunt and is not always the best approach if the person that you're talking to is not receptive of that. So it could come across as being rude at times because I've been told that I was mean and rude, but I'm like, but it's coming from love. Like, I love you.
The tone of love is very hurtful. Got it.
Yeah.
The tone of love.
But so I've been really working on that because I know that, especially when I'm trying to help people, like, people that I'm close with.
Got it.
Be like, yo, don't do that. Like, why are you doing that? And, I know that my tone can be a little crazy at times.
Yeah, but you're not telling them anything that you wouldn't have told them at any other time. So
it's wrong. And I don't feel like I'm telling you anything wrong. But I also feel like that who you're talking to, where they are in their mind, mentally, and in their life, it makes a difference. Because
if they're in mind frame, you might say it in the calmest tone, and it still sounds like you're yelling because their mind frame is in that moment.
What you're saying is not something that they want to really hear.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're saying something to somebody and that ain't what they want to hear, they're gonna take that thing as being rude. Oh, she don't know everything. You're right. Yeah.
You don't know my story. That you gotta put the head with it. You don't know my story.
So that's why I always say you got to be mindful and read the room and be mindful of who you're talking to.
Right.
Because we're not here to just be hurting people's feelings out.
Yeah, for the most.
Sometimes, but sometimes we are. But yeah. So, also, what you got?
Man, my phone, right? So I'm a multitasker. I've been multitasking forever. So I'm usually watching TV and playing video games, or I'm podcasting, doing something else. I can't help it. So a lot of times I'm talking to people, and if my phone goes off, I'm like, squirrel. I just have to look sometimes, unless I put the phone down. But it's almost instinctively like, oh, that's just ESPN. You know, and it can be, and I hear everything you said. I can repeat it back to you, but I just have to sometimes look, and I can't not look sometimes.
I get it, and especially if the person is, y'all are really engrossed in a conversation.
Yes. And I'm just like,
she like,
my eye is like, no.
Yeah.
No. Stupid iPhone.
Just as you not being interested in what they're saying.
Exactly.
They're boring the hell out of you.
That's why I took the chime off on my Apple Watch, because that little ding was like ding, ding. I was like, yeah, turn the chime off.
If somebody's talking to me and what they're saying is not, could be boring, or I have a tendency to check completely out.
See?
But it's rude.
I know. But okay, let's put up a scenario. If you broke up with your boyfriend of 19 years, 18 times for 18 years, how many times I got to tell you he ain't no good? How many times I got to keep repeating that? How many times do I got to hear about him leave you at Target over and over again? I can't keep repeating this book. I've read this book. So
I get it.
Think about it. We've heard the story 100 times. So I'm supposed to just sit there like, compelling. Like, what am I supposed to do?
But that's why there are conversation courtesies, because we have to be mindful of the things that we do when we're engaging in conversation with people.
Okay. But still, though, I heard this story over and over, dog. I'm almost telling her best parts of the story because I heard it over and over again. So
yeah, I don't want to hear the same story. And 9 times out of 10, with my blunt self, I would be like, "Didn't you tell me that before?" Like,
Oh, yeah, you want to know?
What you want to know? Well, I'll go. No, I know you told me. I'll say something like that. Yeah, you told me already.
Damn.
Is that rude? Is that?
It's funny. It's funny. That's funny. But yeah,
Is that rude? Is that rude? To remind someone that they told me this story already 8 times?
I ask the people, right? Because me, no, but I'm probably the wrong person to ask that question to. Because I would.
Okay, I'm gonna paint the scenario.
Because I'm
talking to someone and they have repeated this story, and you've heard this story multiple times from the same person. Is it rude to say, "You told me"? I know you told me this already.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see it. I don't know why that's rude.
I don't see it as rude, but I can see how it can be perceived as rude. Because some people, they really relive stuff. So when they tell it in a really intricate way. And if you say, "Yeah, I heard this already," they're like, "Oh, you don't care." No, I've just heard it.
My kids do that to me sometimes because I have a tendency of I get nostalgic and I repeat certain things, but it's not that I forgot that I said it. It's just that
defensive.
We might be driving somewhere and I'm like, and I'll see something and I have a story about.
The funny part is how defensive you got in that moment. You were just like, because you got defensive. That was
we know, and I'd be like, "That's rude." See, that's rude.
Okay, so we gotta keep that on the list. Okay,
it is rude, especially in that moment, because I just be talking about things like we could ride past the same thing over and over again. Each time I go, yeah, I remember when and whoever's you say this every time we go back.
Even 5 memories.
So what? Just engage. Just humor me.
Right. Let mom cook. Y'all hating. Let mom cook. If she want to say the same story.
Way I feel, maybe other people feel the same way when I shut them down.
Okay.
Interesting.
Wow, we are here saving lives.
Yeah. Right. Okay. That's a thought. Maybe, but don't keep telling me. Now, one thing I won't let you do is sit here and keep telling me about the same problem. over and over again, and you're not doing anything about it. Because at some point, what are we doing? What are we doing? Like, why you have this problem?
Okay.
Are we looking for a solution, or you just want to sit in the problem?
So, okay, but that could be how much time we giving here for that? You know, how much time we giving for that? You know,
for the problem. So you mean I can have a problem, but it's a problem. All right. So 5 years go by and you still got the same problem.
That's way too long. Got it. Okay.
And you still have the same problem. At this point, it's you.
Okay. Point taken.
Right?
Right. No, it is. It is. No, I have no argument with that because that's hilarious.
Am I being rude? Because it's kind of like, all right, so what are we going to do about it? I'm that person. All right, so let's figure this out. What are we going to do about it?
Well, actually, if you look at it, be concise.
Yes. Try to be brief. No, that's trying to be brief in your responses.
Yeah.
My thing is, I want to get to a solution so you don't have this problem for the next 5 years.
Right. And you're actively listening too. So see?
Listen. Now, avoid interrupting. I have a problem with that.
No.
Because
I never noticed.
Whoa.
Sorry. It was right there. The jokes, that was low hanging fruit. I had to just
no, I don't, that's something that I feel like I think that's my childhood trauma. Look, now I'm gonna go.
Okay, hey, this is our spot. Go ahead.
The never feel like you weren't being heard as a child. Like
I am Dr. Fraser Kane. I am here to listen.
You're talking. So I try to be mindful of that too, because. And it's funny because a lot of my friends, we all do it to each other, but we're so used to doing it that it's just a thing.
Right. That's just the way you guys communicate at this point.
Do it, right. We all do. So we all got issues. But sometimes I think my brain is going faster than it's like I need to say what I need to say because what you're saying, I need to say it right now because
you don't want to lose that thought or that moment.
Right. I don't want to lose it. And then what you're saying probably, it
won't fit. If you don't put it in that little spot, it will not fit the rest of the conversation.
Right. Because I know I'm a big talker over people. And I know that's rude. That's very, very rude. So I'm going to acknowledge that.
But is it culture? Because you come from a culture where everyone talks big. And I don't mean that in no derogatory way.
No. I get it. It's true. But it's rude. Okay. Because I don't need to dominate the conversation all the time. I don't have to. So I'm learning to kind of just sit back and just be like, all right, let me just listen.
For now. That's okay.
For now, until our brain's like, say it.
Right.
Say it now. Say it now.
That can be strong spirit. You're like, no, I cannot allow my friends to be this stupid. I must save you. It might be one of those. Like, I just got to grab you.
I get upset when people do it to me.
Oh,
so there's that thing. Yeah,
can't tell you nothing. Oh, goodness.
Right. So it's like, don't talk over me, but then I talk over you. But see, the good thing about it is that I'm taking accountability and I'm acknowledging that I do this thing, and I'm not making excuses for it. So, for all of those that I've done that to, I'm sorry. I can't say I won't ever do it again, but I'm really trying to be mindful of that thing.
See, we out here changing lives, man.
You see what I'm saying? Listen. It is what it is. Accept what you got going on. Deal with what you got going on and try to correct it. There you go.
Let's see.
Like Nipsey Hussle said, unlearn and relearn.
I don't know. There's only one on here that I think I will put an asterisk by when it says express yourself kindly. I don't know if I have that sometimes because some things you just have to say it the way it's meant to be said.
Yeah.
So, sorry, sir, you're not good at your job. That's or you suck.
And sometimes people think that because they being real and it's the truth, that it's okay to say it and hurt somebody's damn feelings. No, that's not okay.
Right. You are the opposite of smart. You see what I'm saying? That's still hurtful. Even if you say it in a kind tone, it's still hurtful.
You just say, how about you don't just say anything?
Yeah. What your mom say? If you have nothing I say, don't say anything else.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Safari.
Yikes! Strikes.
Well, I feel like listen. I feel like in those instances, in order for things to change or get better, you should share that information with her or him.
It depends on how you present it, because ouch.
Or listen, that time when you scraped my thing with your teeth. Yeah, that didn't feel good.
Yeah, that's horrible.
You should tell her.
It depends on what we're doing at the time.
Well, at the time, I think what you're gonna do, wait, and then you bleeding.
But I would jump up, and next thing you know, it's a whole different story. It's an emergency room visit. You gotta be careful in those moments.
How did we get here? Okay, we rewind because Javari will take us to this place all the time, and we're not doing
that. That guy is bad. Bad Javari. Bad Javari.
Get out of here.
No, all good though. We appreciate all the input you guys do. You guys make the show cook. So let's look on our list.
Let's see. Maintain eye contact. I'm bad with that.
I go in and out,
Yeah, me too. Me too, because it just seems a little awkward to me just be staring in your eyes while you're talking the whole time. It's like,
see, I'm the same way, dude.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't mind having direct eye contact, but you just like eagle eye, like The Rock, for like 45 minutes. I'm like, woof. Turn down the intensity of the sun there, buddy. It's just.
I feel like as long as I'm present, I think that's good enough. Like, you have my focus. You have all my attention. I'm not doing anything else. I'm not on my phone, but I don't necessarily have to be staring in your face.
Right. Just that.
It becomes uncomfortable. It becomes uncomfortable at some point.
Yeah, because it's almost like it feels like interrogation because you only stare deeply into someone's eyes when you're going to kill them or love them. That's the only time you should be doing it.
Or if it's something like really important or professional, then you want to show, that you're assertive, your dominance, that you're here, and that that's
but
good.
If you like, what do you want for dinner? It's like too much.
Exactly. So
too much. You know what I'm saying? It's too much.
All right. What else is on the list? Also, another thing, people. I don't know if it's on the list, but conversation courtesies. When you are having a conversation with someone, and say that person is telling you something about them, and then the other person somehow has the same exact experience, and then the conversation has now moved over to them.
Oh, the Mr. Me Too's.
And I think that people do that and they don't really mean any harm by doing that, because I really think that they feel like that's sympathetic or empathizing with you, or more so sympathy because they shared that same experience. So they feel like we're the same. Yeah,
and you don't have to do that to show empathy. You don't have to all of a sudden invent the same world they're in to make them feel like you're
to make
together.
them feel better. Because sometimes it feels like, well, I didn't ask you.
Right. How do I escape this if you're living the same life I'm living? I'm talking to you for a different perspective.
Right. So I have been learning to, because, I once thought that was the okay thing to do by shared experiences to help somebody maybe navigate through their experience because they may not know. Now, what I will say is, if you share the same experience with someone, and the outcome, whatever you did, you got a good outcome.
Okay.
Maybe you can share that, I would think. But I also feel like you want to make sure that that person is open to that. So be mindful. Ask them if, it's, to me, it doesn't hurt to say, can I offer a suggestion?
Right.
Because, that sounds like something I experienced or whatever. And if they say hell no, then you don't.
Yeah, but one thing you gotta do is you gotta let people cook, right? So if you don't have the full time to lend your whole attention to that important moment, then shelve it for another time. Because if they're still trying to pour their heart out to you, and you say, "But what about this?" It's like, it's automatically.
You're like, well, dang. I mean,
I ain't even finished yet, dog.
Okay, well, let me tell you about this. Well, my cousin, we had this kind of thing. The next thing you know, it's like now it's
damn.
like, okay.
Yeah, I'm still here. I need to talk.
Yeah, it was my story.
Yeah, not cool. Don't do that.
It's not cool. So, I mean, I think if that's something that you do, stop it.
Mm-mm. And you don't have to have an uncle or cousin that experienced it either. Just saying.
I find that we really have a big communication issue within our culture.
Okay. Please.
I find that. I mean, especially. I don't know. I don't want to say it's a certain age group, but it could be. I mean, it's just that we live in this society where everything is fast. Everybody wants it right now. Nobody has patience. Everybody's just want to do, want to go, want to get, want to have, want to say. So it's like when we have to start taking time to step back and be a part of the conversation, as opposed to just being the dominant person in the conversation.
Got it.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but the only thing I would say is like we come from a different generation. We were raised to be aggressive. These kids are raised to be the opposite of aggressive. More, I don't want to say docile, but they're a softer version of what we were. So they have way more empathy and patience than we ever will have. So it's like we got to meet each other in the middle. Yeah.
They don't talk. They
don't talk. Or they video chat themselves to other people.
Well, no, you know what? The video chat thing, yeah, they do that. But I find that the texting thing, I'm like, I text, but I don't want to have an entire conversation via text message with anybody. Like that to me is the worst. Now, if I'm working, I know sometimes you can't be on the phone, then we'll talk later.
Right. But I don't want to have, like, after a while, I get tired of texting. And I'm like, damn, I gotta.
Yeah, then I'll start doing the voice thing. Like I'll use the voice thing and record the thing like that way if I can't call or whatever.
Right.
But that's why I feel like we suffer when it comes to communication because we have social media. We have so many ways to not communicate, but still communicate.
Right. We can have shared experiences without leaving our crib.
Yeah, right. We got emojis. Like, if you communicate with me with an emoji.
Oh, no.
That irritates my entire soul.
Really? Like, even a happy face?
Not for people that I know. Like, we're cool. Like, I'm going, let me say dating. Maybe I meet somebody.
Oh, okay.
And you're texting. Like, I feel like at this age, we should be talking on the phone.
Oh, so if they do, I'd be right back, but it's an I and a B,
right,
then
or
right angle and back.
A sad face, or those kind of different things. It's like use your words. Can you use your words?
Got it.
Use your words, and let's have a conversation. Like I don't want to text. A text is, hey, what's up? What time you coming? Oh, I'm here. Or if we're sitting here typing paragraphs, I'm going to check out of the conversation immediately.
Well, sometimes when I was younger, I would have long conversations through text. It was kind of the neat thing at that time. But after a while, I was like, I don't want to type no more. I just want to talk.
I'm not, that ain't my generation of texting. We don't come from that world. And you don't either.
Yes, I do. I was 20s. And when I was in 20s, I was selling pagers, cell phones, stuff like that.
Pagers and cell phones are a little bit different than the texting world.
No, two-way pagers.
I was going to say two-way
pagers. That's from that era.
Two-way pagers came about. It was cool because it was a new thing.
Right.
So, it was a new thing. So it was like, oh, this is a new thing. Let's just do it. And it was cool to have a two-way pager.
Right.
When you have one, it's like, oh, you ain't got no two-way? Oh, you still got a beeper.
You are trash, sir. What do you mean you have no buttons on your paper?
You got to go find a payphone.
Yes. And dude, I didn't even have the time port. I had the knockoff time port. It was blue. Oh, you meant the real time ports were like black and all stately?
Yeah.
Like a clamshell phone. That thing was so damn tiny.
It was. And then I think that we came up when it started. So now we're at a place where that's what it is now.
Right. It's because remember, text message was all 9 buttons.
Remember that? You got to use one finger. You got to press. You got to find the
T9.
It was just too much. It was just too much. It was way too much.
Yeah.
So I hope y'all are learning something here today, because we are teaching you guys how to have great conversation and not offend folks.
Yeah. Sometimes it's going to happen, but if you can minimize it, it will make the world a better place.
Just be courteous, and don't be rude. And I'm talking to myself too, because I know I know who I am. I know who I am. Sometimes I just rather not say anything. Because
silence is golden.
Yeah, because what I'm thinking should not come out.
And you know what? That one says, "Oh, be respectful." See, that's respectful. Didn't say a word. I thought you were stupid, but I didn't say it. See,
what was the first one? It said, "Use respectful language." Go back up. What was that one? Use respectful language and avoid making offensive or what's the thing is covering it. Or what?
Hold on. Let me move that little. Hurtful.
Yeah. That's there.
Yeah, I don't say too much hurtful stuff. It might be sarcastic, but I try to stay away from hurtful, because hurtful ruins a day, you know?
It does. Yeah, you don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. But sometimes you're not intentionally trying to hurt somebody's feelings, and you do anyway.
Yeah. I am human, you know. It's not like you go out of your way to make people cry, so.
No.
I'm trying to be better about that, because I'm like, after a certain point, I stop caring. I'm like, all right, look, I didn't already apologize. I'm apologize.
I'm not gonna keep apologizing now. Listen, I said I was sorry. I said I was sorry. I said I was sorry.
Yeah, it's only so much more apology I got in these bones. Sorry.
I'm just gonna try not to do it again. And
somewhat.
Somewhat. You know, I'm a Sagittarius. Listen, we kind of rude. We are.
Yeah, I'm even saying that for sarcastic. No, you don't seem rude to me.
We kind of rude. Like every Sagittarius I know is rude, but in a way.
So you just gonna diss the whole set? You know, it's a lot of Sagittarius out there.
I know my people, and they know what I'm saying ain't wrong.
Okay.
We can be very rude.
Okay.
Can be very blunt. We're not rude to just to be walking around just being rude. No.
Okay.
But we have no filter for real. And if you're not careful, we will.
I feel like I should be giving you ISO, because I feel like this is
I don't know ISO. If you're not careful, I think I hold in a lot of things because I don't want to hurt people's feelings. And I usually give you a warning before it comes. So it's like, keep going. I'm gonna destroy your entire life, like with my words.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it can get really bad. And I haven't gone there in a good while, because I'm not allowing anybody to take me to that place. So I just
using kind words.
Cut you off. If you gotta take me to that place where I want to eat you alive, then nah. I don't think I need you in my life. For real.
No, that's too much stress, man. Anybody that can take you to that point and they call themselves your friend.
Yeah, I don't want to deal with you, because it's like, no, why we have to go there? Like, I don't want to talk about your mama. I don't.
I know you probably got about 9 mama jokes in the tuck just in case.
Listen, I would and I don't want to hurt you, because the thing is, if you take me to that place, which I haven't been in a really, really long time, and I'm very thankful. Good. Because I have self-control. I do.
I said you deliver. You're like, no, I don't.
I do. I have self-control now.
Okay. Work on it.
Boy, I would be like, what?
You got the finger, didn't you?
Yes.
You say like a finger pointer.
It curses, and it's just really bad. Thank you, God. I'm not the person
I've been delivered.
I'm not that person anymore.
Yeah.
But she's still there though.
Yep. Hey, just in case. Just in case.
Well, we are at the hour mark, and I think that we have informed our people about how they can have better conversations, right? So
indeed.
Yeah, but take this information and run with it.
Yeah, make the world a better place.
Being a bad communicator.
That's right.
I missed our host, but listen, if you like what we see here, we tell y'all this every week. Go like and share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, go check out our website, theunitedfrontnetwork.com. You can see everything that we're doing. All of the shows is links to old shows and whatever's coming up next. You can go down on our website. If you are someone that is looking for a home for your podcast or what, or send us an email at weareunited@myyahoo.com. Also, we with this show, we have to pay for things.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, so, it's a slight cost to bringing the masses great content.
So a lot of things comes out of our pockets. So anything
all of it
comes out of our pockets, right?
all of it. He's like, where's the sum at? I wish we had some.
We're gonna get there. So please consider donating to the show on PayPal at OurGainsII. All proceeds go to the operating cost of this network.
Absolutely. We do it for you.
Yes, we are doing it for you because guess what? We are the United Front, and there is power in numbers. So we got some things coming up in the new year. So stay tuned for that. I'm super excited about what we have coming. And if you want to find me, you can find me.
I'm going to ask you where you can find you.
Yeah, you can find me on IG at Michelle _with_ELL. Also, you can go follow my business page, Divine Essence 24. And if you want a candle, it's not too late. It's not Christmas yet. Get on there. My site is almost sold out too. So I got some good stuff on there. Go check me out at divineessence.us.
Hey, I'm RG, proud co-host of this fine show we call Running with Scissors. Thank you for tuning in. Like my friend Michelle said, sister, more of, go check out our website. I think it's right there in the corner. The UnitedFrontNetwork.com. There is a dope resource page there. I received an awesome email about a person who thanked us for having that page up because they were able to take one of our links and get help from domestic violence. So,
really nice.
Yeah. It's in our corporate email, so just check that out. So
I didn't say I had to check that out. Dope.
Yeah, man, right here, man. So we're here to help. We entertain, but we're here to help. So feel free to use the resources as we provide them to you. If you need help, you know where our email, you know where we're at. We're always here for you. Thank you. Man.
When did the email come? Today?
Monday. I think it came in. Yeah.
Oh man,
Monday.
Oh, that makes me so happy.
Right, man. Right. And for the person who sent the letter, we will get your organization link up on the site. Promise.
Oh, for sure. Appreciate the love. And we thank you guys for watching and tuning in to all of the shows, because we do this for you. We are trying to heal a nation, y'all. Yep. We trying to make you laugh. We trying to maybe make you cry sometimes because stuff that we talk about can get really, really deep. Mm-hmm. And make sure you guys tune into all of the other shows that we have. On Monday nights, we have The Ops. Every other Wednesday, we have Healing Out Loud. We have Intentional Tuesdays with our girl Penny. She's at 1:00, right? She does her show at 1:00.
Yep.
And yeah, right now that's what we have going on. That's all we got, right? Look, you see,
yeah. That was going crazy. But man, I just want to give you props because your last week's show was deep.
Oh man.
If you guys didn't watch her show last week, those women were in their bag. I'm the engineer for that show. So I'm sitting there usually clicking buttons, playing Xbox. It got deep to the point I put my controller down. I was sitting here watching the show and I'm supposed to be running it. Man, y'all had me. So I'm just so happy that you guys were able to bring your content to this network and really heal. Because man, that was heartfelt. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's important because we are out here in this world and we dealing with stuff. People dealing with stuff, and sometimes don't even know why we dealing with or where it's even coming from.
Right.
So,
and that's what we're here for, man. Just to make the world a little better.
That's exactly what we're here for. So we're gonna see y'all next week.
Yep. Hopefully we'll be at full team. Hopefully.
But if not, I'll be here. You'll be here.
No doubt.
And I'm sure. So
in the words of Ezel, outro.
into